The latest taxidermy trend is movement. Today, many museums and nature attractions feature wildlife models that move. These robotic replicas look so lifelike that hunters use them as decoys, and game wardens use them as traps to catch poachers in the act. Activated by remote control, the robotic decoy's head turns and its tail wags. More elaborate models have additional moving body parts. The decoy can be set up directly on the ground or installed on a track system, which moves it along as though it's walking. At the factory, they begin by waxing a two-part fiberglass body mold. This one is for a deer. Waxing the mold cavity eases the extraction. Steel reinforcement bars are put in the legs. The steel sticks out of the bottom of the hooves to anchor the decoy to the ground. They apply the other half of the mold and clamp all around the perimeter, holding the two parts together. The deer's head is prepared in the same way, and a small amount of the casting material is poured in. Roughly 3 litres goes in to fill the body mold. Then the head mold is clamped on. The casting material is expanding polyurethane foam. It begins swelling immediately, and within 2 minutes it reaches full expansion, going from a liquid to a flexible solid. Over the next hour and a half, the foam cures to a hard, inflexible state, at which point they remove the clamps and extract the casting. Some foam has leaked from between the two halves of the molds and between where the head meets the body. Sanding ensures a perfect finish. Sockets for the eyes are then bored into the foam deer. The nostrils are drilled out with a mini router. The glass eyes are secured in place with wet clay. When the clay dries, the eye is set firmly in place. No faux fur for these decoys. Workers scrape any remnants of flesh off a real deer hide, then wash the hide and apply a preservative. The hide is pulled over the foam deer. The fur is snugly fitted with a combination of staples, glue and stitching. Once the deer is fully dressed, it's put aside for 4 to 6 weeks. This gives the preservative time to penetrate to dry and harden the hide. This is essential to protect against insects and prevent the hide from decomposing. The taxidermy phase of production is now complete. Now the head is removed so the robotics can be installed. These are the parts which will make the head move. The first step is to drill out a cavity inside the neck. This creates a pocket in which to install the plastic housing which contains the robotic components. First, it's a compact motor, which drives this hard plastic gear. Next in is the receiver for the remote control. Then a AA battery pack that powers both the motor and the receiver. All this goes into the neck pocket. Now they drill out a cavity in the neck of the head mold and insert a gear and shaft. The final step is to mount the head onto the body, inserting the shaft into the gear on top of the motor. So now when the motor runs, it rotates the gear, which turns the shaft, moving the decoy's head. Each moving body part has the identical mechanics. Its receiver corresponding to a dedicated switch on the remote control. The remote can work from up to half a kilometre away and can be programmed to put the decoy through a preset motion routine. So there you have it. Robotic hunting decoys, the bare necessities.